여러분 안녕하세요. I'm Chambo. I'm subbing in for Panita and you are listening to 한국어천재 불금인데 오늘은 재밌게 특별한 게스트 모셨는데요. 어떤 얘기를 할까요? 일단 한국말은 쉽다고 생각해요? 에이 껌이지 않습니다. 근데 어려우면 어려울수록 더 재밌는 거죠? 그럼 우리는 좀 더 알아보도록 해볼 건데요. 또 한국어랑 영어 표현은 어떻게 다른 건지 좀 알 수 있게끔 오늘부터 동력 전문가 임상형님과 함께 해보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요. Hello. Thanks for having me here.
You have an American accent.
Oh, really? Yeah, I lived in New York for 5 to 6 years.
Hey, yo, the casual flex, baby.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
그럼
Okay.
오늘은 어떤 이야기를 하실 거예요?
아, 네. 뭐 우리가 흔히 이제 콩글리쉬라고 하죠. So it's a combination word of Korean and English. 콩글리쉬. 근데 우리가 이렇게 일상 속에서 아무 생각 없이 사용했던 그 영어 단어들 중에서 영미권 국가 뭐 미국이나 뭐 영국이나 이런 국가에서는 좀 다르게 쓰이는 단어들을 제가 좀 알려드리려고 해요. 뭐 한국에서는 그 많은 사람들이 그냥 이렇게 편하게 쓰는 영어 외래어도 사실 뭐 원어민이 들었을 때는 like you 들었을 때는 조금 어색하거나 다르게 해석이 될 수 있거든요. So for example, the most representative one would be notebook in Korean. That's like electronic device. Yeah, but in English you don't say notebook. You have to
right?
Yeah, that's right. You have to say laptop. 네, 그래서 오늘은 진짜 영어다운 영어 그리고 이제 진짜 원어민들이 쓰는 영어를 가지고 와봤습니다.
이거는 너무 기대되는데요. 왜냐하면 저는 사실 한국어 배웠을 때에도 한국어는 오히려 콩글리쉬보다 훨씬 쉬웠어요. 한국어는 괜찮은데 콩글리쉬는 이거 뭐 무슨 뜻이에요?
Yeah,
그다음에
that's right.
설명해도 what? Like 뭐 무슨 일정 있으세요? 아니지. 무슨 플랜 있으세요?
yeah.
스케줄
Yeah,
있다고
schedule.
하면 What is a
That's
schedule? 계획, 일정, 약속 이렇게 많은 표현인데 Okay, I'm going to let you take the lead. What's our first word for today?
네, 첫 번째 단어는 이 힐링이라는 단어입니다.
힐링?
네, 뭐 요새 한국어에서 오늘 일이 너무 힘들었어. 이제 나 집에 가서 힐링 해야지. 아니면 뭐 이번에 해외여행 가서 나 힐링하다 올 거야. 막 이렇게 얘기를 하는 표현 이제 많이 들어보셨을 거예요. 뭐 아니면 힐링 여행, 뭐 힐링 브이로그 이런 표현들 정말 많잖아요. 근데 이런 표현은 사실 영어에서 우리가 그대로 healing이라고 쓰지 않습니다. So if you use this term healing in English, that may sound like that you're treating some kind of disease or injury, right?
Yes.
네. 대신 I need some recharging time. 또는 now I should go home and relax. 그래서 한국어에서 힐링은 뭔가 좀 뭐 그런 부상이나 질병보다는 약간 mindset. It has to do with your mind. And when you're all stressed out, you want to take some rest at home, things like that.
마음이나 영혼에서
네.
좀 힘이 빠졌을 때는 힐링하는데 영어로 하면 it just that's so straight. 사실 저도 한국어 처음 배웠을 때는 계속 인스타그램에서도 사람들이 언니들이랑 힐링하러 가고 싶다. 무슨 뜻이에요? 무슨 힐링하러 가요?
Yes.
어디 다쳤어요?
Yes, it sounds like they are you hurt? Yeah, so I just want to ask you a question, Chabo. So what do you usually do when you're all stressed out? What do you do for healing or what do you do for charging?
I work harder until I get completely burnt out, and then I go on an occasional 6 month, 1 yearly trip to Australia, see my
Australia.
dog, and then healing 합니다.
Good for you.
What about you? What's your healing?
Well, it depends. So when I finish my work during the day, I come back to my home and I take a good rest, or I try to call my friends and hang out together. And when I'm really, really super tired, I just turn on random TV channels and I lie down on the couch and just put my hands on the cloud and thinking nothing else.
And of course, you listen to 한국어천재, right? That's of course how you heal.
Of course.
Like everybody listening. Thank you. Heal with us, baby. Let's get it.
Okay,
but that actually reminds me. What's the word for a staycation in Korean as well?
Staycation.
There's another Konglish, right?
Yeah, that's a bit of like a Konglish staycation. So basically, staycation is like, so you stay there for some time, but it's actually a vacation. So there's not like a very direct translated word for Korean, but
I have one.
Oh, what is it?
바캉스.
vacances or vacances.
Vacances.
Yeah, so that's like leaving for holidays for a very long period of time.
Oh, it's a long period of time. Okay,
Yeah, so
interesting.
a bit, maybe longer than like 5 days or 4 days. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's our next word for today?
네, 다음 단어는 이 서비스라는 단어인데요.
서비스.
네, 우리가 흔히 뭐 식당 가면 이 음식은 서비스입니다. 이렇게 자주 이야기하잖아요. 근데 영어에서는 이렇게 그냥 service, this food is service for you라고 하면 it sounds really awkward.
Yeah, that makes absolutely zero sense in English.
Yeah, that's right. So in English, you have to say this is a complimentary food, or you have to say this is a complimentary item. 아니면 끝에 on the house라고 이렇게 붙여주면 돼요. 그러니까 it means like free of charge. You don't have to pay for it. I'm just giving you it for free.
So I have another question then. I still don't even know the word for this. What do you call actual service, as in like the service industry? 이 식당에 가서 거기서 해주는 태도가 좋았다. Like I can't say 서비스 좋았다. I need to say what's a better way to say that?
Well, in English, you may have to say it like, so they had a way of handling their management of the restaurant.
The service was good,
yeah,
right?
or the service was good. Yeah, that would be the explicit way of saying it.
So what's it in Korean? I know the English, of course.
In Korean, you can actually say, 서비스 괜찮았다.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, because in that word service, it all encompasses both the complimentary food and also the attitudes of the clerks and the people working at the restaurant.
So you can use it in both the English way, which
Yeah,
is like
that's right.
service was good, and it's used to say complimentary food. Okay,
That's
앞으로
right.
하나 배워갑니다. 감사합니다.
And if you want to put it on the house, you can say it like this. So it was my birthday. So the restaurant manager gave us a birthday cake on the house. 라고 하면은 이제 오늘 내 생일이라서 식당에 갔는데, 레스토랑에 갔는데 거기 매니저님이 생일이세요? 하고 이렇게 서비스로 생일 케이크를 줬다. On the house라고 붙이면 되겠죠.
선물로 공짜로 하면 좀 부정적인 느낌이 있겠죠? 공짜로 주셨다.
Yeah, it a bit has a negative connotation, but still, 공짜로 드릴게요라고 하면, I'm pretty sure that most of the customers would like it still.
Oh, yeah. 공짜 is my favorite price. You
me
know,
too.
I don't know what everyone's thinking, but I love it absolutely. What's that? We're talking about prices. What's our next word going to be?
Actually, the next word is also related to paying the bills. You probably heard of this Korean word, 더치페이.
더치페이.
Yeah. 그래서 이게 이름에서도 알 수 있듯이 네덜란드 사람 Dutch를 이제 의미하는 영어 단어 더치에서 이제 유래된 콩글리시예요, 사실. 이 더치페이가 사실 우리가 식당에 가서 뭐 친구들이랑 갔을 때 한 명이 다 한턱을 내는 게 아니고 이제 따로따로 이제 결제를 하는 거죠. 뭐 요새는 n분의 1 한다.
그쵸.
네.
요즘 n분의 1.
네, 맞아요.
Thank you.
네, 그래서 근데 사실 이 더치페이가 이 더치 트릿에서 유래된 말이에요. 이 본래 더치 트리트는 자신이 먹은 음식값을 자신이 계산하는 게 아니라 오히려 다른 사람에게 내가 한턱을 쏘거나 대접을 하는 이 네덜란드 문화를 그래서 의미해요. 그래서 이 뜻이 바뀐 거잖아요.
네.
예전에 그 더치 트리트랑 오늘날의 이 더치페이가 조금 의미가 다르죠. 이게 왜 그러냐면 in the past the British and the Dutch were not so close together. They were the competitors in the maritime trade and industry during the 19th century. So it's a bit of related to history. 그래서 그때 당시 영국인들은 그 체면을 되게 중시했어요. They want this like noble attitudes and manners. 그래서 이 영국인들이 네덜란드인들은 뭐 자신이 먹은 것만 계산하는 째째한 사람들이다. 째째한 민족이다. 그런 인식을 좀 심어주려고 네덜란드 사람들을 비하하는 의미에서 이 Dutch treat라는 단어를 좀 바꿔서 사용을 한 거예요.
와우.
그래서 제가 앞서 말씀드렸지만 네덜란드와 영국은 그때 당시 이제 교역 강국이라서 서로 이제 경쟁 국가였고 그래서 이제 더치를 일부러 부정적인 속어로 so as like a pejorative term towards these Dutch. So that's what the British used it for.
I love hearing about the history of words like this because it is literally a cultural attack. Let's defame these people by saying
Right.
they're stingy, like 구두쇠 같은 사람들.
that's right.
Dutch pay.
You're a petty person.
How cool is that? I love that stuff. So
yeah.
원래 각자 내는 게 신사적인 거였나 보네요.
I don't-
영국에서 아니었을
maybe.
아?
But in Korean, if you want to, no, I'm sorry. If in English, if you want to say Dutch pay, you don't say Dutch pay, but you have to say split the bills. Let's split the bill.
Yeah, split the bill, of course. Okay, I have a question for you. If you go on a date, how do you like to pay for the bill?
Well, if it's my first time dating that girl, I would buy her the food. And if we go on a movie or coffee after that, maybe she will buy that one.
You hope she does, right?
A bit.
You're kind of like, okay. If they're vibing back, they start like, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
but
how it goes.
if our relationships get deeper and deeper, maybe in that case, one that who feels like buying the food will buy it eventually.
Okay. Oh, so at the start, 남자 heavy.
Yeah, that's
Eventually
right.
go towards Dutch pay-ish, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I like to do it 왔다 갔다, like
me too.
That's my favorite,
Yeah,
right? It's
right.
natural. Okay, well, we're speaking about dating and the opposite gender. What's our next word gonna be?
So the next word is hunting in
Hunting?
Korea.
사냥?
Yeah. So in English, hunting is that's like you carry the guns and shoot the animals. And 동물 사냥 할 때 보통 이제 많이 쓰이는 단어이죠. 근데 이게 한국어에서는 뭐 내가 이성에게 어필하고 뭐 누군가를 꼬실 때 쓰는 경우. 그래서 이 헌팅을 사실 그 영어로 하면 you pick up girls라고 이렇게 보통 표현을 하고 it's a bit actually outdated term. So nowadays many people use it as to riz up.
Oh yeah, riz baby, riz.
Yeah, that's right. So rizzing up means that you express charm or charisma without verbal communication. So, such as showing off and giving general confidence in front of girls using body language, things like that.
That's my nickname, the Riz Daddy baby. That's
Really?
It. I'm just gonna pretend it is.
Okay.
I'm single as hell.
Okay, so for example, you can say, I have a friend named Jake, and my friend Jake is always eager for love, so he picks up on random girls on Friday night at Gangnam and Hongdae places.
My name's not Jake.
Okay.
옳지. But okay, so this word hunting, did it come because we saw 이성을 약간 동물처럼 봤기 때문에 이렇게 시작된 콩글리시인가? 왜 이렇게 됐을까요?
사실 저도 정확한 유래는 알지 못하지만 말씀하신 것처럼 아무래도 뭔가 이성을 여자든 남자든 누군가를 사냥하러 나간다. 그러니까 to shoot that girl or a boy to make him or her as mine. 그러니까 누군가를 진짜 사냥하듯이. 그런데 여기서는 뭐 당연히 총을 쏘거나 화살을 쏘는 건 아니고 그냥 to look for a boyfriend or girlfriend.
That's how it's done, right? Okay.
Right.
You want to hunt them down, you want to make them mine. Okay,
Yeah,
I can
that's
understand that one. So, in order to hunt, you need to run a lot. So, what's our next word for today?
So do you work out?
I do. I was hoping it'd be more obvious, but yes, I do.
Okay,
work
so
out.
when you go to gyms, do you focus more on the cardio or the weightlifting?
I like the weights a bit more.
Oh, you like the weightlifting.
Got to get buff. Yes.
So you're not that kind of person who goes for cycling or the treadmill?
It's okay. It's not bad. Yeah.
Okay. 그 다음 단어는 이 말씀하신 것처럼 이제 헬스장 운동할 때 좀 관련 있는 단어인데요. 러닝머신이라는 단어인데 이 러닝이 영어로는 뭐 running 달리다.
Wait, running or learning?
Running.
Okay. When you're running, 약간 learning처럼.
Oh, maybe my pronunciation was
달리기.
inaccurate.
Yep,
Yes, 달리기. 그래서 말 그대로 우리가 헬스장에서 유산소 운동을 하기 위해 만들어진 이 달리는 기구를 말하죠. The running machine. 근데 이게 영어권에서 running machine이라고 하면은 사람들이 되게 고개를 갸우뚱거리면서 그게 무슨 뜻이야? 할 수 있어요. 왜냐하면 보통 영어에서는 running machine이 아니고 treadmill이라는 단어를 사용하죠. 그래서 so traditionally when people or farmers used to grind the crops, they used this special instrument called mill. And at the time, people and animals do this repetitive job treading the mill. So the word treadmill came from that. So if you go on the treadmill in the gym, you have to run or walk on and on and on repetitively. 그래서 이게 반복적으로 계속 우리가 같은 작업을 하기 때문에 treadmill이라고 할 수 있겠네요. 그리고 이 treadmill을 막 문장 같은 데서 사용하면 뭔가 반복적이고 되게 재미없는 작업을 또 뜻하기도 해요. 뭐 예를 들어서 a treadmill, so my life is on a treadmill. It's so boring that I need some twist in my daily routine or I need to go somewhere else.
This is so interesting. So I'm learning English right now because I never thought about the roots of these words as well in English. But it's so interesting to learn as well. And 여러분 혹시 인생은 트레드밀 같다면 러닝머신 같다면 역시 한국어 천재 많이 들어주세요. Will help you feel a lot happier about your day. Are you a weight guy or are you a 유산소 guy?
Well, I was actually 유산소. I was more focused on cardio, but now these days I'm putting more focus on weightlifting.
Got to get buff, right?
Yeah, that's
it
right.
helps with our hunting, our reach, right?
That's
it.
right.
Okay, so what is our next word? This is cool.
Oh, yes. The next word is morning call. 한국어로 이제 morning call이라고 하는데, so Chambo, are you one of those early birds or are you a night owl?
I think I like the mornings a bit more.
You like the morning more.
Unless there's a party involved in this case, I like the night until the morning. Yes.
Yes. So if you are one of those night owl, you may have a certain occasion where you have to wake up early. So if you like visit a hotel, you call the lobby and give me some morning call. You may say that, but in English, if you just say like morning call, that would be awkward. So here you have to say wake up call.
Yo, you know what morning call would kind of imply in English?
Oh, what?
Something a bit more 19금, something a bit more adult. Can I please have a morning call? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get the sense of that. Okay.
Very different context in Korean to English.
It may become really sensitive. So you don't say morning call in English. You have to say wake up call. Please give me a wake up call tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So question for you as well. Have you ever actually received a morning call? Have you ever asked for a morning call before?
Well, I usually go on a business trip to other cities, and when I visit there, I usually stay in hotels, and I have to like get up at 6 a.m. or even earlier. So
very early. Yes.
So because I'm a night owl, I usually call the lobby and ask them for the wake up call.
Okay. Why? I've always been curious. I used to work in hotels as well. Why use a wake up call or a morning call instead of your alarm?
Because I try to wake up early in the morning using my phone alarms. And the thing was that when I woke up, I turned it off and just went back to sleep. Yeah, so I had this like weak willingness to wake up in the morning. So I had to call the lobby to ask for them for some help.
That is an excellent tip. I've missed a flight once because I
Oh,
ignored my alarm as
really?
well. That is a very good tip. Okay, so what else do we have? What's our next word for today?
Okay, the next word is somewhat related to injuries and medical treatment. It's Korean word is 기브스, 아니면 우리가 뭐 깁스라고 하죠. 뭐 우리가 뼈가 부러졌거나 하면은 이제 깁스 찼다 이렇게 이야기를 하는데 이게 이 깁스가 사실 그 석고가루를 굳혀서 만든 붕대를 뜻하는데 이게 독일어 이 sorry for my bad pronunciation of German Gipsverband라는 이제 그 단어에서 온 이제 한국어 이제 콩글리시죠. 이것도 깁스라고 하는데
공기러.
그렇죠. 이게 English가 아니고 German이니까. 그래서 우리가 신체부에 따라서 이거를 뭐 팔 깁스 아니면 뭐 다리 안 기부스라고 하는데 사실 영어로는 we don't say gips, we say cast. So if you put a cast on your arm because you broke your arm, you have to say arm cast. Or if you were playing a soccer and if you broke your leg, then you have to call it leg cast.
That's very interesting. I had a 깁스 last year when I broke my collarbone.
Really?
작년에 쇄골 부러지고.
How come?
깁스 한 3개월. 너무 빨리 자전거를 타고 달렸는데.
Okay.
그래서 아팠습니다.
That must have hurt a lot.
Before we go on, how about let's take a little quick break. No, let's keep going. I'm having too much fun.
Okay.
What is our next word? Let's go.
Okay, so the next one is maybe a bit easy term for several Koreans. 아르바이트 혹은 알바라는 단어인데요. 이 마찬가지로 이게 독일어에서 유래가 됐어요. 그 아까 깁스랑 마찬가지로 이 알바도 원래 모두 독일어가 먼저 이제 일본으로 넘어가서 이게 다시 한국으로 와서 약간의 어색한 콩글리시가 된 케이스라고 할 수 있는데 이 아르바이트를 사실 영어에서는 we don't say arbeit or 알바, we just say part-time job. So when I was attending college, I had to do 4 part-time jobs to pay my bills and tuition. You can say
4?
Well, it's not true, but
that's a lot of part-time jobs.
Yeah, that's right. And the opposite word of part-time job is full-time job, 정규직. So nowadays, many Korean college graduates want for a full-time job at a very promising company.
Of course, that's the dream, right? We want to make the money, but I love these words that came through to Korea from Japan, from Germany originally. Like donkasu, maybe the word didn't, but donkasu was originally a schnitzel in Germany, and then
That's
it went
right.
to Japan. Tonkatsu, I don't know how to pronounce it. And then eventually donkasu, and we enjoy delicious pork meat forever. What was your favorite part-time job as a student?
Actually, I worked as a barista at a coffee shop. Yeah, it was a bit challenging because the cafe was located near a business square, so a lot of office workers came during the lunch break, and I had to make like a 50 ice americanos.
Of course,
a
ice
day.
americano, 국물이죠.
Yeah, that's like the most number one drink for many Korean workers.
That's so. That must have been really, really tough.
Yeah, it
Only
was
1
tough.
hour or something. Boom! Everyone comes
진짜
in.
막 끝나고 나면 무슨 운동한 사람처럼 막 땀이 비오듯이 와가지고.
그럼 굳이 헬스 등록 안 해도 되네요.
Yeah,
옳지.
that was a good one. It was a good exercise for me.
Okay, so Can you give me another one? I want to hear an interesting one. How about?
Okay, so nowadays the weather is still hot, but if the season turns winter, you can see these kind of outfits on the streets. In Korean, we call this Mustang jacket.
Mustang?
But in English, actually this word Mustang, it actually means wild horse living in the Texas states. But 이 무스탕은 사실 그 우리가 한국어로 아마 아실 거예요. 그 털 달린 그 카라 부분에 이렇게 털 달린 재킷.
그거 이름 있어요?
Yes,
I've
it
always
has a
wanted
name.
to know. Like, 항상 갖고 싶었는데
네.
이름 있다는 줄도 몰랐어요.
Yes, so in fashion terms, you called it in Korean as Mustang jacket, but in English, you don't say Mustang, you have to say shearling jacket. So this word came from this word shear, to shear. So shear은 이게 우리 양들이 있잖아요. 양의 털을 깎을 때, 그럴 때 쓰이는 이제 단어인데, 그래서 이 무스탕 자켓을 우리가 보면 한쪽은 가죽으로 되어 있고 여기 목 주변이 이렇게 양털로 되어 있기 때문에 이걸 shearling jacket이라고 우리가 흔히 부르죠.
양털이 있기 때문에 shearling. I see.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you got one of these Mustang jackets?
Actually, I used to wear one of them when I was in the early 20s.
Oh yeah, 강남,
that's
홍대,
right, that's
hunting
right.
했을 때
That's
gotta get the
right.
pickup.
Yeah, so when I was all young and had this energy, so I used to wear this kind of 되게 세게 보이는 되게
Yeah, you gotta look the part.
Yeah.
알파 같이.
that fashion. But nowadays, I just wear regular coats.
Yeah, we get a bit. Fashion's changed a lot, though,
Yeah,
right? I don't know
right.
if the Mustang jacket's really going to be popular.
Actually, they're a bit out of trend these days.
Right? It's
Yeah.
been maybe 5 years ago or
right.
something. Okay, give me another one. We heard about winter. How about something about summer?
Okay, in summer, it's still hot, by the way.
It's still very warm right now.
So yesterday night, I turned on this aircon in Korean.
Aircon.
Yeah, but in English, you don't say aircon. It's actually air conditioner. 그래서 이 aircon이라는 단어가 영어 air conditioner의 일종의 줄임말이라고 보시면 되고요. And sometimes we say not air conditioner, but we just shorten this as AC.
AC is 1000% Konglish, right?
But I've heard some foreigners saying AC, but you mostly say air conditioner.
Really? I say aircon.
Oh, really?
In Australia or wherever I've lived, I always
It
say, hey,
may
turn on
depend on
aircon,
the
bro.
country, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So there's a few little bits of Konglish in there.
Yeah, of course. And also, when you wash your hair, you put on the shampoo, and then you put on the hair conditioner. But in Korea, we don't say hair conditioner, you say rinse.
Oh, that is a confusing one.
Yeah, so to rinse is something like you wipe off a dirty spot on your clothes or something on
Yeah,
the
헹구는
surface.
거죠.
네.
헹구다.
맞아요.
rinse.
근데 영어로 이거를 그냥 rinse라고 하면 그 우리가 하는 그 샴푸하고 나서 하는 그 rinse가 아니고
절대 아니죠.
네, 절대 아니죠. 그래서 영어로는 그냥 hair conditioner.
저도 한국에 처음 왔을 때는 I was like, where's the conditioner? 샴푸 샀는데 컨디셔너 안 보인다. 왜? 샴푸도 콩글리시니까 컨디셔너도 있겠죠. 근데 결국에는 린스라고 알게 되었습니다. Okay.
맞아요.
Well, I think we're going to go on to a quick song. Thank you so much for coming in. And we're going to be doing this every Friday. So I'm looking forward to what we've got next week. Maybe it's not going to be about Konglish. It's going to be something
Yeah,
else.
it's going to be something about different. Maybe.
여러분, get ready for next week. We're going to have a new surprise for you. Thank you for coming in. Our song we are now going to go on to is 후라이의 꿈 by 악모. See you soon.